Is your dog eating like a horse but still losing weight? Are they scooting their rear end across your expensive living room rug or constantly licking under their tail as if they're trying to itch a spot they just can't reach? Maybe you've noticed a dull, brittle coat, or perhaps they've just lost that spark in their eyes, that puppy-like zest that used to define them. In the United States, we've been conditioned, branded really, to believe that the only way to keep our pups safe from hitchhikers is a monthly dose of harsh neurotoxins. We walk into the vet, get a colorful box of chewables, and we're told it's preventative care. But have you ever stopped to read the insert? Have you ever wondered what it takes to circulate a poison in your dog's bloodstream 24/7 just to kill a worm that might not even be there? Here's the reality many American pet parents are finally starting to question. Those chemical spot-ons and pesticide-laden tablets are designed to stay in your dog's system. While they are undeniably effective at killing parasites, they don't do it for free. There's a biological tax. These chemicals can strip your dog's delicate gut lining, strain their hard-working liver, and overwhelm an immune system that is already fighting off environmental toxins. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the Natural Dewormer Secret. This isn't just woo-woo folklore, this is mechanical biology. We're going to look at why the standard chemical approach, using drugs like fenbendazole or praziquantel, is the big hammer of the industry, but also how you can use powerful, nature-derived seeds and ancient extracts to achieve a clean gut without the toxic load. Whether you want to stick to the pharmacy for emergencies or move to the pantry for daily wellness, you need to know how these tools actually work. We are revealing a mechanical, biological way to eliminate intestinal parasites and restore your dog's digestive sanctuary. Your dog isn't just a host for pests, they are a living ecosystem. It's time we started treating them like one. Before we dive into the natural wonders, we have to respect the tools of modern medicine. In the USA, if you walk into a clinic with a positive fecal test, you'll likely walk out with a prescription for drugs like Panacur, fenbendazole, or Drontal, praziquantel. Now, let's be clear, these aren't bad medicines. In cases of severe, life-threatening infestations, they save lives, but they are heavy hitters. Let's look at the science. Fenbendazole works by interfering with the energy metabolism of the parasite. Essentially, it locks the worm's ability to process glucose. It starves the worm to death from the inside out. Praziquantel, on the other hand, causes severe muscle spasms and paralysis in tapeworms, causing them to lose their grip and disintegrate. The catch? These chemicals don't just find the worm and vanish. They're processed through your dog's liver and kidneys. If your dog has leaky gut, a condition where the intestinal barrier is compromised, these preventatives can leak into the bloodstream, triggering systemic inflammation or even neurological glitches like tremors or lethargy. This is why a massive movement of American pet owners is looking for a middle ground. They want a way to use the Natural Dewormer Secret as a first line of defense, a clean sweep of the gut, so these heavy-duty drugs aren't needed every 30 days. You deserve to know that there is a gentler, more sustainable way to maintain a worm-free environment without keeping your dog in a state of constant chemical saturation. Let's talk about our first secret weapon, raw pumpkin seeds. In the U.S., we usually think of pumpkin seeds as a seasonal snack or something you throw on a salad for a bit of crunch. But in the world of holistic pet care, they are a biological powerhouse. Pumpkin seeds contain a unique, potent amino acid called cucurbitin. This compound is fascinating because it doesn't kill the worms through traditional poisoning. Instead, it paralyzes them. Think of it like a biological stun gun. Most intestinal parasites stay in your dog by hooking their mouths or scolex into the intestinal wall. They're literally anchored in. Once the cucurbitin hits their system, their nervous system misfires and they lose their grip. Once they've lost that hook, your dog's natural peristalsis, the healthy wave-like motion of the gut, simply flushes them out through the stool. This is a mechanical solution to a biological problem. It's incredibly effective against tapeworms and roundworms. The best part? It is completely non-toxic to your dog's own cells. You aren't poisoning the host just to kill the guest. You're simply making the guest lose their seat at the table. It's elegant, it's cheap, and it's something you can find at any health food store in America. The second part of our secret protocol is food-grade diatomaceous earth, DE. Now, I need you to pay very close attention here. It must be labeled food grade. Never ever use the stuff meant for pool filters, which is chemically treated and dangerous if ingested. DE is a fine white powder made from the fossilized remains of tiny prehistoric aquatic organisms called diatoms. To the human touch, it feels like soft, harmless flour, but under a microscope, it's a completely different story. To a soft-bodied parasite, or even a hard-shelled flea, DE is a nightmare. It physically shreds the parasites from the outside in. It doesn't use chemicals. It uses mechanical destruction. It slices through the protective outer layer of the worm and then acts like a desiccant, absorbing the fluids from their bodies and dehydrating them to death. In the U.S., holistic vets have utilized DE for decades as a safe internal scrub. It's like a physical broom for the intestines. It leaves the worms with nowhere to hide and no way to survive the journey through the digestive tract. It's effective, it's cost-efficient, and because it's mechanical, parasites can't evolve a resistance to it like they can with chemical drugs. Papaya and pineapple. To make the gut even more hostile for invaders, we look to the power of tropical enzymes. Papain from papaya and bromelain from pineapple are what scientists call proteolytic enzymes. In plain English, they break down proteins. Most parasites protect themselves from your dog's stomach acid with a very tough, protein-based outer layer called a cuticle. It's essentially a suit of armor. These natural extracts act like a solvent to that armor, dissolving the shield and making the worms, and their eggs, vulnerable to your dog's own immune system and digestive juices. In high-end Amagrant holistic circles, adding a little fresh organic papaya to the bowl isn't just a treat, it's a tactical move. By incorporating these enzymes, you're turning your dog's gut into a place where parasites simply cannot hatch or reproduce. You are building a shield rather than just waiting for an infection and reacting with a toxin bomb. You are empowering the body to defend itself. The recipe, the Clean Sweep Protocol. Ready to take action? Here is your Natural Dewormer recipe to use for a 7 to 10 day cycle. This is the protocol used by thousands of American pet parents who want to break the cycle of the monthly pill. The Paralyzer, raw pumpkin seeds. Give 1/4 teaspoon per 10 pounds of body weight. Crucial step, you must grind them into a powder. If you give them whole, they will pass right through and the cucurbitin will stay locked inside the shell. The Shredder, food-grade DE. Mix 1 teaspoon for medium to large dogs or half a teaspoon for small dogs into wet food. Pro tip, never give it dry. Your dog shouldn't inhale the dust as it can irritate their lungs. Mix it thoroughly into some bone broth or goat milk. The Enzyme Boost, fresh papaya. Add a few chunks of fresh, ripe papaya to their morning meal. If you find a few black seeds in there, leave them in. Papaya seeds contain carpane, which adds even more anti-parasitic punch. The Flush, virgin coconut oil. 1 tablespoon for large dogs, 1 teaspoon for small ones. The lauric acid in coconut oil helps kill off excess yeast and creates a slick environment that makes it even harder for worms to latch on. Repeat this protocol twice a year, ideally in the spring and fall, or whenever you notice your dog has been snacking on things they shouldn't in the backyard or at the dog park. It's a gentle, effective, clean sweep that honors your dog's biology. Nature has always provided the tools for health. We just lived through a few decades where we were taught to forget how to use them. You don't always need a chemical cocktail to keep your dog's gut clean. While medications like fenbendazole certainly have their place in a crisis, the Natural Dewormer Secret is about proactive, empowered wellness. By using these natural tools, you are protecting your dog's liver, sparing their microbiome, and building a stronger immune system for the long haul. A healthy dog starts with a healthy gut, and a healthy gut starts with a pet parent who knows the truth. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed your dog acting strange, lethargic, or off after their monthly preventative? Are you ready to try the power of the pumpkin seed? Drop your questions in the comments below. I read every single one. Share this video with every pet parent who is tired of the monthly pill routine and is looking for a cleaner, more holistic approach to pet parenting. Hit that subscribe button for more natural secrets. I'll see you in the next one. Stay clean and stay wild.